time, doesn't it? I think it's about like 20 seconds in that the wording actually starts.
Okay, cool.
So this would be that. Oh, there we go. Got it. And we're back. Welcome to our third video as blockchain energy influencers. My name is Ken, and this is Fred. Fred and I have been away a little bit the last few weeks, and we made quite a few changes to our setup so that we can share not only the latest news from the blockchain world, but also delve deeper into the practical applications and analysis as to what these changes and developments will mean for the energy industry. Before we start though, don't forget you can join the conversation by tapping us up on Twitter with the hashtag @EnergyInf, @EnergyINF, or emailing us directly at info@blockchainenergyinfluencers.com. So what's in store today?
Today we want to walk you through the application potential for blockchain as a software platform in a few of the most high-profile areas it is showing a lot of promise. We will not only talk about projects and pilot projects currently in development, but we also look ahead to the future to shine a spotlight on an area of real opportunity in the next 5 years too. So if we miss any of our list or you would like to feature or help us to cover areas in more details, just let us know.
So where are the near-term projects aimed at? Well, we've covered a few projects on energy trading, smart contracts, peer-to-peer energy, and proof of generation certificates before in previous posts and videos. What is really exciting then are the projects that you might define as more blue sky?
Exactly, so let's talk about the future now and where the blockchain could open doors. First up, probably the most transformative and valuable role for blockchain in the energy space takes the principal concept behind peer-to-peer energy trading and translates them to the challenge of both balancing the grid in the future and also incorporates the challenge of mass electric vehicle adoption in the near future. Sounds a bit tricky. In this, the electric vehicle owners monetize the energy storage capacity of their cars to provide excess energy storage capacity to the wider grid. However, as the transactions that are required to support such a system are so small, varied and decentralized, it requires the creation of a whole new infrastructure and software system to establish. Blockchain as a tool here becomes invaluable in its capacity to automate smaller transactions, in this case energy, according to the terms of a smart contract. The transactions could then be validated by the wider network and offer a greater amount of control, visibility and security than if such system was created by individual network or grid operators and run on a more expensive and clunky central software program.
Exactly. Next up, yield-based service contracts. So next month, renewable developer EDP Renewables will transition to output-driven wind service contracts on 5 Portuguese wind farms, and this is a big step. In the wind industry, like other energy generation assets, lifecycle operations, maintenance and asset management is supported by large third-party sector, but until now contracts have been priced mainly on long-term availability targets. The challenge EDPR is now setting is simple: secure greater availability and productivity, and we're happy to pay you more. This puts the onus back on the contractor to secure the greatest production value and profitability from wind assets. Taking this a step further, future operation service agreements, both in and out of warranty, could be managed by blockchain-based smart contracts, where payments and performance tracking are automated and given greater transparency than ever before. Next month, at Wind Operations Dallas 2018 event, leaders from the likes of EDPR, EPRI, Duke Energy, Leeward, E.ON, Pattern Energy and more will brainstorm the challenges and potential solutions to realigning contract incentives in more detail. Perhaps blockchain can have a role sooner than we think in these areas. We'll keep you posted.
It's possible. And at the same time, as the missing link between the AI and the IoT, there has been a lot of coverage the past 5 to 10 years about the impact of the so-called Internet of Things and industrial automation. However, it always felt as though the complexity of such systems would add too much bulk data to already strained central processing and analytics systems to have a real-world impact in the near future. The value of natural gas plant being able to self-monitor, diagnose component faults and order or 3D print a new component will undeniably add superior efficiency to maintaining supply chains. Here, a blockchain-enabled platform will have a unique value as a tool that can operate decentralized systems of resources and interconnected machines, artificial intelligence and advanced materials science of incredible potential for diagnosing even the tiniest of faults and predicting failure modes. Connecting a new supply chain infrastructure where the blockchain can support the trade of machine-to-machine resources and purchasing power would add incredible new efficiency savings, and is definitely an area to watch closely as both the AI and IoT and blockchain industries develop at the same time.
Let's think about asset liquidity. Thinking even further ahead, what if blockchain technology could provide a fintech kind of service which wasn't simply trading on cryptocurrency? What if you could monetize your physical assets as a key tool in generating capital to support critical life extension, refurbishment work, or even the development of new plants? More on this in future videos as we wait and see the results of the first tokenization of physical assets by a New York hotel chain later this year. We appreciate that that's an awful lot to cover in just this one video. So we'll be opening a poll on Twitter to find out where you want us to delve deeper into the next few weeks.
I mean, believe me, you get insights from us. We have lined up a few of the most exciting blockchain technology developers with webinars, white papers, and articles the next few months, where we won't just talk about the features and solutions. Instead, we'll challenge them on hypothetical use cases and get their thoughts and perspectives of real IPPs, utilities, and developers to weigh in on their current, anticipated, and future challenges using blockchain as a key part of their operational structure. So, what are the key takeaways this time, okay?
Well, I mean, it is clear from the progress of the projects and pilots that we've mentioned in previous videos and concepts from today that there's an incredible amount of scope for blockchain to have a real impact on the efficiency and profitability of the energy industry as a whole. However, as we hope you're starting to realize, the greatest potential might not be in short-term projects where the technology and processes already exist before the blockchain. We can all remember when someone comes up with a change management or organization or process or new software system in our work lives, but these tend to only target marginal performance improvements.
That's an interesting situation that happens in the past, but that's why it is so important not to dismiss out of hand the value of further exploratory work in the value of the future systems where whole new digital infrastructures need to be created anyway. In this case, why wouldn't you develop an AI software or contract structure on a more secure, efficient, and decentralized platform such as a blockchain? For example, the railroad and automotive industries were not game changers because they allow people to simply do what they did already easier.
No, they didn't. For example, Joe the farmer could transport his produce to market quicker by taking the train 3 miles to market. But that's only an incremental benefit. Instead, the growth of the railroad allowed Joe the farmer to get his produce to market 300 miles away, and as such gave an entirely new opportunity for growth and profitability. Likewise, in blockchain, this new technology gives the energy industry a unique opportunity, not just to think about ways of doing things we already do easier, but also to think about where we can unlock entirely new values.
That's an interesting one. We could go on about this, but maybe that's a story for another day. But before we go, remember that you can reach out to us using our Twitter, EnergyINF, that's our Twitter account, EnergyINF, or email us at info@blockchainenergyinfluencers.com. And if you want to take part in our webinar sessions or you want us to cover something, just shout out. So don't forget, blockchain is just a tool to open doors and increase the transparency, security, and efficiency of any software or infrastructure that relies on transactions. Nothing more, nothing less. For many industries that will in the future rely on greater communication, transparency, and automation, it represents an exciting missing link and about time. We are excited to follow the development of new fields where its impact will be felt and we hope you can join us in that journey too.
Yeah, we do. We'll see you then.
Cheerio.
Right.
Let's do the other angle.
Yeah, let's do the other angle. And I'll edit.